Hello, how are you guys doing today? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, the switches are behind me. It's okay, I'll grab them later. Hi everybody. Yeah, sorry for being 30 minutes late. Dude, I don't know why I woke up, I think I slept well, but I woke up extremely tired. So, unsure what that's about. I woke up like dead tired. I think just sometimes you get those days. I had energy for like all of 4 hours today and it just like drained. Hi everybody though. Human, thank you so much for the Prime Gaming. I really appreciate that. Swiss Keeb. I know it's really fun actually building a novel, like more of like a novelty build, something that you don't really see every day. It legitimately looks really cool. 1:30 a.m. Hopefully I can watch the full stream anyways. If you need to get some rest, Nev, definitely get some rest. Woke up tired after Valentine's Day. Interesting. We ended up, we stayed up and watched some show called, oh my god, I didn't really want to watch it, but it's called The Perfect Match. One of the guys, like not characters, but one of the people in there seems really chill. But like, I don't know, those shows really aren't for me. It's like a lot of drama for no reason. 72 gram slow springs. I just tried 60 gram slow, and that sounds scary. You know what's weird? My preference is bouncing between 55. It's either like really like light-ish or like super heavy. I've been like vibing with both. Not super heavy, but you know, 72 to 80 is like the most I'll do. Good, just finished a QK75 for a friend. Ooh, what'd you put inside of it? You gonna watch Ant-Man? Okay, has anyone here seen Ant-Man? Because I've heard that it's supposed to be, like, I read one review where it's supposed to be like one of Marvel's better movies. But like, I don't know, they've been saying that for like, I feel like almost every movie, and every movie's been kind of mid. Ant-Man is great. Tap Wednesday. What's going on, Zach? What MacBook do you use for streaming? So I actually use a Mac Studio. You probably could use the MacBook, but I use the Mac Studio just because I don't really do a lot of like back and forth. So, wait, isn't Alex supposed to be starting stream about right now? Check the Discord before Alex and Meaty start streaming. Hey yo, thanks for being here, man. Are so mixed right now. I wonder why that is. Marvel has slid since Avengers ended. I feel like they're trying really hard to make these character arcs and just like stories work for individual characters, but I don't know. Hydrate, got you. I don't hate Marvel, but like I also don't love the direction in some of their stuff's going. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the right way to put it. Is that Spoose's Lindy cable? It is Spoose's Lindy cable. Do you have a monitor to change between your Mac and PC? So my girlfriend has an old well, I have my old monitor rather, and more recently I made a point, like bend this a little bit. I did. I made a point recently of moving the main PC, the Windows PC, to another room. So nice. DC is
Why
worse
am I
situation.
sticking this long? Kidding. Enjoyed the build.
Ravius, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you being here. But yeah, I don't know. I've been enjoying like the Marvel movies, but I've been taking them as entertainment rather than anything else these days. Like I'm not getting too into the Marvel stuff. DC, same thing. DC, I feels like a little messy right now. for Marvel because there are too many TV shows now. I mean, they could just not do TV shows. Simple as that. You know? Do you have two setups, one for stream, one for gaming? To put it lightly, Zach. Yes and no. I have a setup for gaming, kinda. It's just my old Windows computer, but I don't do a lot of gaming. Lots of social media drama with DC. Yeah, I've heard about that. Can you recommend a decent adjustable desk brand? I can't. Tim Keelis, who's another streamer, uses one, I think. I don't have a good brand to recommend you. I've never used one. Some people have said, like, oh, reach out to them and stuff. I did. They didn't reach out back, so it's okay. Old? You have an AMD 6900 XT? When I say old, I mean, like, in compared to, like, the time frame of now, it's not old parts. It's just not what I'm using right now. Been saving up so I could responsibly afford my dream Sonnet build. Good for you. And now that I can, the PC bottom's out of stock. PC's out of stock? Low key, though. What's in stock for the Sonnet? Sonnet keyboard. I kind of feel like the PC's nice and all. What do they got for I personally, if you really want, I say, like, I don't know how much the money extra the polycarb was. I still think silver, or if you can, splurge on the copper. But I understand. A lot is out of stock right now. I mean, that's pretty crazy because I think they had, like, quite a few stuff, you know? What's up, Bandit? How you doing, dude? Would you say the cheese board is very Gouda? Bro, why didn't I use that yesterday? Why didn't I use very Gouda yesterday? I missed out so much, bro. I should have said that as the review. The copper price was crazy. I think it still is kind of crazy, isn't it? What's the price of copper? Copper is an additional, yeah, $250. But it's not for everyone. I think it's more of like a premium option. Still sounds amazing with the aluminum bottom. I don't even have a copper bottom. What competes with the Sonnet in your opinion? You know, another 75 that I'm not positive. Let me double check this one here too. The Hex 4B. I think these are in stock. I don't know, actually. I don't know where you can buy them. I think the Hex 4B is a really good competitor in terms of, like, what sounds really good. If you can get your hands on a Hex 4B, I would say the Hex 4B. Now you can do it for the YouTube title. Pattis, I gotta write that down. Let me write that down. Cheese board is very Gouda. Gouda, like that, okay. Yeah, I'd say the Hex 4B is really good. I have a cheese board, the one by Ajaz, and it's my favorite keyboard. Ajaz made a cheese board? You see the Type 75? I can't remember if I have or not. Welcome to another keyboard stream. We got DN jokes and commodity trading tips. But how are you guys doing today? I've been so fucking tired today. I'm gonna try not swearing as much anymore, but I've been so tired. Any opinion on the GOK Ven? They're having an in-stock. I actually have never built one. I actually wouldn't mind building one of those. Maybe that'll be a pickup for me. Okay, today we're doing something called the Greatsword. It's really heavy, so bear with me as I bring this to the top of the desk here. All right, so this was sent to me by Click Clack. This is not sponsored or anything. This is just me taking a look at this on my own time. I actually believe this goes live soon-ish. I'm so pumped for this. I think a lot of people have been kind of interested in this one here. Interesting. I'm not gonna lie, I opened this up very briefly, but I do not remember my unboxing experience. So it goes live tomorrow? Oh, I thought it went live today. Again, this is not really a formal review or anything, guys. This is me taking a look, giving my experience on this. Truthfully, might even give this away eventually too. This is interesting. This is kind of a neat little experience on the top. What does it say? I hope this great sword gives you the light of a night when you use it. The light of a night. Interesting. It's kind of neat. PSA grade 10. And then there's the 0G, which I believe is the studio that made this. On the back. This is kind of neat. I don't mind this. Alright, what else we got in here? We have an accessory box. Zelda vibes? Kinda. It's kind of giving me like Zelda vibes. Let's actually check what's in the accessory box before we do anything. Gotta do this a bit neat. Sick logo, the infinity sign it looks like. It's too dangerous to go alone, take this. Oh, that's a missed opportunity. Oh, my foam. There's so much of foam everywhere. God damn. We got some screws. We got, looks like some feet. We got, ooh, gasket socks. I like these. So if you guys are new to keyboards, and maybe this is the first video you're ever looking at, these are gasket socks. These are kind of my, I think these are gasket socks. These are kind of my preferred way to apply gaskets. They do sound a little bit different and feel a little bit different. Yeah, this is our gasket socks. They do sound a little bit different than using just pour-on strips and stuff like that, but it makes it really beginner-friendly to kind of just assemble a keyboard. I don't know what this is. Is this like a stand for the card or something? What the fuck is this? I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I have no idea what this is. I think this is like a stand for the card. I want to say something like that. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm just gonna put this to the side. We got our daughter board and cable. I sent you the Type 75 on Discord. Oh yeah, I'll take a look at that here in a second. I have a bunch of those. They're card stands. Oh, cool. Lots of foam. Oh, a hot swap PCB. Some flex cuts. Again, if you guys are new to keyboard building and were wondering why do keyboards have flex cuts, it's to help aid in some extra bounce or flex or soft typing experience. The trade-off for having flex cuts is usually a thinner sound profile, but you usually would use foam to kind of help cover that up while still maintaining a little bit of flex. You know, I actually don't mind horizontal flex cuts, just simple horizontal flex cuts, as much as some of the more intricate ones. I feel like these actually do more than other keyboards that do flex cuts. A little aggressive, I think, in the flex cut arena, but it's okay. We'll put some mid-plate foam in this. And we got, looks like an FR4 plate and a polycarbonate plate. Unsure what we'll use today. There's an IC for the Zoom 65 PCB asking whether or not to include flex cuts. I think if you want the sound signature of foam, then, and you don't mind like a soft typing experience, then go for it. But if you want a stiff typing experience, it's almost impossible to do in that case. Dude, Naj, I appreciate that so much, man. Thank you so much for 5 tier 1s, dude. That really means a lot, man. Hey, do you like cheese? How do you like the cheese? The cheese is actually really cool. It's super novel, but it feels good. Like, I've been using it today, so. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. If you're looking for a brilliant, oh my god, that's also really good too, Snick Rep. I need to write that down. This keyboard is brilliant. These are all good titles. I love the cheese so much. It's legitimately like really cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and like bullshit you guys. I actually have been really enjoying it the last few days. All right, now the keyboard. Don't mind my orange paints. It's kind of heavy. Okay. Comes in this very, very soft velvet-like. Is it just this box that's really heavy? Is there something underneath it that I'm not seeing? No. This box actually has a lot of weight. It's not even the keyboard. Comes in this velvet sack. I'm very fondue of that the keyboard, Alex. Yeah, it's pretty brilliant, as Snick Rep said. So this is supposed to be like a greatsword. Oh, that's kind of neat. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't look too much at the photos, and the photos really didn't do this justice on the IC page. Okay, this is kind of different. It's definitely a bit more aggressive in design style. I like the front over here. It's a little bit more aggressive, but I'm kind of vibing with it. Huh. The side profile is super sick. Here, let me put this down so you guys can get better contrast to the side profile here. I don't know, I'm kind of vibing with that. That's kind of cool. That's actually really neat. Ooh, I like this polished area on the back over here. That's a nice touch. That is a very pretty touch on this. Wow. The weight is on the inside. So if you guys are also new to keyboards, one thing that I've noticed and a lot of designers have talked about, which doesn't apply to every keyboard, so don't take this as like a rule of thumb, but usually internal weights tend to reflect a little bit more sound than external weights, but I don't mind this here. I think it also makes the keyboard look really clean. Kind of sad. I know I would have loved this to be on the bottom. Truthfully, because this is such a pretty, like, look at this. I kind of don't love internal weights. This would have looked so much more cool on the bottom of the keyboard. IMO, because if this got patinaed, that'd be super sick. I actually really like that engraving on it. Is this a reference to something? Do we know? Does the weight use 2 screws? It uses 4. There's 4 screws on the weight. I would have loved an internal or external weight on this. Man. Interesting how these screws on the inside protrude outwards a little bit too. I wonder why that is. Wouldn't that take away some area in the case, or do I have to unscrew those? Maybe I have to unscrew those to secure things down. I'm not too sure what those screws are for. These ones here. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Oh, you mean the different screws? Yeah, I don't know why they use 2 different screws and they're not all countersunk. We'll have to see what these are for. They sent me a list of things, so maybe this is for something. The only greatsword I know is from Zelda. I think a lot of stuff use greatswords. I don't think this is raw. This is probably silver. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm kind of simping over this polished edge on the back. I'm kind of simping over it. How does this look on the desk? It's pretty sharp looking. I thought there were standoffs for the tray mount. It could be standoffs. They look like screws though. That's pretty nice. Very, very cool. A lot of Elden Rings, or a lot of games have great swords like Elden Rings because they have, yeah, a lot of games have those type of things. All right, let's put this to the side for now. And I guess we have to start exploring. Yeah, I see where the screws are here, so maybe this is for the standoffs or something. I wonder what that's for though. Actually, let's put the feet on. I'm sad I missed the Valentine's Day stream. How sussy did it get? Actually, not that sussy. It was a pretty tame Valentine's Day. Live and alive, baby. What's going on, dude? How are you? Is there a version without Flex Guts? Not that I saw, but I'm sure we can always not ask for one, but inquire if they're gonna make one. Bring it to Keep Life and drop it on my head. I don't know if we want to do that though, Testy. Got 2 exams tomorrow. Might just be stopping by to see your cute face. If you want to stop by and see my cute... Wait, I'm not live tomorrow. Oh, you're saying tonight? Off-brand, I appreciate you being here, dude. How much was the moon case thingy? This guy? Gosh, I don't remember the price in dollars. I only remember it in euros. It was like 435 in euros, I think, or 335 in euros, something like that. I don't remember the American price off the top of my head. Do you guys remember? Thank you guys for the follows, by the way. I appreciate it. You guys are way too kind. Go live tomorrow. That's when I get my Prime back. We may have to build one keyboard that's kind of been sitting on my shelf for a while that I've been kind of neglecting. So maybe we'll do a tomorrow stream. Maybe. I think silver is actually a really cool color for this. Kind of like the blade of a great sword. I kind of like this. This taper down over here. Kind of cool. For a case that's crazy. It's pretty neat, I have to admit. Pretty neat. All right, let's do our stabs. All right. Now, in terms of layout, this is not one keyless. Oh, that's what I forgot I need to go get. It's okay. We'll grab the switches and stuff later. I think I might be short 2 switches because I thought this was wooden keyless. Saw Lucid build a greatsword. Looks super cool. Thought the black looked more dull than the silver. I'm going to be honest. Typically, most keyboards in all black do look a little bit more boring than most. And it's not a bad thing. Like, it's not a bad thing to have like a boring or not as exciting colorway. But when you're showing it off and stuff, it's a little bit, not as fun. Schwinn, thank you so much for 7 months. I appreciate that, Schwinn. Maybe Chozo, but you don't have to worry about it. It's gonna be like way, way late at night. We can still have our talk tomorrow too. Can we talk about the fact that records are outselling CDs? You want to know why that is, though? That's because CDs, truly, unless you're collecting artwork on the CD cases and stuff. Mr. Medman, thank you so much for the Prime. Thank you. CDs are truly the same quality as a digital file. Records have a different type of vibe to it depending on the record player, depending on the record itself. Totally different vibe. IMO, how about you CDs nuts? Okay, aesthetic. When you have a cool design like the sword, it's better to have colors that better show off the contours. Yes, exactly. Wasn't the Moment TK like that? Yeah, I've gotten a few keyboards where they sent me really dark colors. You can't really see all the design language of the keyboard. But yeah, I do agree. Untrue? Untrue? What's untrue? CDs are kind of boring, man. I've been dabbling with the idea of records for a long time. My dad has a whole bunch, and I've really wanted to kind of explore his collection. It's mostly like Pink Floyd and stuff like that. CDs have significantly higher quality than streaming. Okay, not to get into kind of like semantics of this, I do own a lot of CDs. I do own a lot of like high-end audio equipment as well. If you're really listening to like the difference of a CD versus a digital file, you may be able to discern the difference. I personally, and this is again personal experience, they all kind of sound the same. Like if you're really just kind of listening to music and doing something else, you're never gonna notice. Now, whereas I feel like records definitely have a different vibe. CDs are not to be trifled with. Okay, I won't trifle with them off-brand. I won't trifle with them. Perhaps lossy stream, but these are digital lossless, which you can just extract to a file. Yeah, there's that too, for sure. Aren't modern records not just digital files written onto a record? I suppose I don't know the process of it, but there's still something very different about a record player. Thank you, Koma. I appreciate the Prime for 15 months. It's for novelty, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely the nostalgia factor of it. In a way, it feels like a little bit more analog, switching out a record, than just clicking on a file. It's kind of like coffee. It's why I kind of like using the hand grinder more than the automatic grinder. I kind of like that almost intimacy in doing something. It almost feels more purposeful. Records are 100% analog. Well, I mean, yeah, they're not. I guess you could set up a thing to make them sort of digital, yes. But, yeah, that's why I said more analog. I don't know. I'm trying to sound smart, guys. It's like DAW-less setups for analog modular for all the music people in chat. That's something I've not dabbled with. Records can be written analog from master tapes, then can be the same wave like mic tape vinyl. I love the fact you need to prep the music to be played. Yeah, it seems more purposeful. It's kind of like coffee for me these days. Like, one thing that I really like doing is I like pausing my day, taking a 10-minute breather to weigh out beans, to hand grind them, pour some water, rather than just like walk up to like an espresso machine or like a, what's the other one, Keurig? I don't know. It feels like not as intimate is the word maybe I'm looking for. It doesn't feel as, you know, it's therapeutic in a way too. And I feel like that's also the same thing with records. To an extent, even CDs, right? Actually, probably the same thing as CDs too. You go up to it, you change it like it's intentional. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. On an 18-game lose streak in League, King, whenever I go on like a 2-lose streak, I'm off the game. What lens am I using? I am using all stock lenses except for this guy. This is a 35mm 1.4, I believe. Where are Gregory's eyes? I poked them out. Gregory's eyes. Oh. Hello? Why is my scale on? Gregory's eyes are gone. I keep CDs instead of vinyls. It's definitely a little bit more affordable. Records are kind of expensive, man. That's actually one thing over the last few years that's kept me from doing records is records are kind of expensive. And I think they're getting more expensive too. Where's my tape? Hold on one sec, guys. And I need my switches. We need these guys, and then I need a piece of tape to pick up all this junk. 1 second. And then I also have this little baggie, because I think I'm going to be short 2 switches. Vinyl reissues masters from digital Dej. Again, I don't know all the nuances of it. I only know a little bit of it because I was leaning into it at one point, but I don't think I'm ever gonna get into it. If I had to pick up another hobby, I low-key want to start collecting plants. Well, collecting's a bad word maybe. I really just want to become like a plant dad eventually. I've not tried DCX, no. Alex, you're wearing the same pants. I like to wear these orange pants as much as I can. You guys like it too. Whenever I don't wear it, everyone gets mad at me. Where's my lube? Here it is. Orange shorts, orange pants, paint stream when? That would actually be really fun. I have not painted in, I think, close to 10 or 12 years. But when I was in my teens, I painted all the time and I loved it. So nice. Thank you, Gio. Brother. Oh my God, appreciate you too, man. I hope you're having a good day today, dude. Gio, did the Envoy arrive to you okay? Should I buy Hander Bait? If you're financially okay to buy it and you really, really want it, then go for it. I'm personally not too into the set, but I low-key, for some reason, want it. Plant, not paint? Oh, they said paint stream, but painting actually sounds really fun, though. What would I do with a plant stream, I wonder, other than just show off plants? Who's my favorite artisan maker? Ooh, that's tough. I think my favorite artisan maker is probably Prime. Is it Prime Caps? Are they still around? They're Canadian. Bro, I can't go to the PO yet. Oh yes, that's right, Gio. My bad. I keep forgetting that you've got this sickness. First day I've been out of bed. How are you feeling better though? I keep forgetting. Guys, can we wish Gio to get better? You should buy a master. Huh? Off-brand. What? You should buy what now? If Demon Sword is not used on this build, I don't think I have Demon Sword, do I? What's my favorite keyboard build? My favorite, like, of all time? Like, what board did I enjoy building the most? Damn, that's tough. That's a tough one, though. No bear. Or no beard. That's a tough one. I'd watch you care for plants or paint plants. Listen, I'm just grateful you guys are here chilling with me while we build a keyboard. That's all. I love you guys. You guys are way too kind. No one needs to be here, but you guys are. and that means a lot to me. Dude, tomorrow I'm gonna have such a busy day. I'm not looking forward to it. Alex on his Bob Ross arc. That'd be a fun arc. That would be a super awesome arc. Alex Rostos. You know, I have to admit, I did enjoy watching Bob Ross for a long time. And if there's one thing that I pulled from Bob Ross was Bob Ross just kind of does things, and the things he does, like when he paints, each thing has like some sort of meaning, but at the same time, it's weird. At least my interpretation of him is he does things with purpose, but doesn't do things. He doesn't do things like with absolute care. You know what I mean? He just kind of goes with it, goes with the flow, and no matter how it turns out, even though stuff's intentional, he's never gonna get mad.
I love you,
know?
Alex.
And I love
chat
that.
glad him in this hobby with you beautiful creative souls.
Oh my god, dude. Thank you guys. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's fun to be in a hobby full of creative people. Being creative is really important to me. Do you know what Tor retirement plan is now? Tor retirement plan? Wait, what's that? My retirement plan? I'm not too sure. It's always just bringing himself pleasure, so deliberate but not perfect. Yeah, exactly. Little things matter? Yeah. Roasted chicken or grilled fish? Which kind of fish are we talking about? Dude, I feel like food is such a mood thing though. And it depends what kind of chicken. I'm not gonna lie, like chicken breast doesn't really do much for me. Even if it's well seasoned, well cooked and all that, it's kind of just like always been kind of meh for me. Shows you why you don't want to collect plants. Let's see this, hold on. Is this your plants? Jeez, that's a lot of plants. My retirement plan is to be like Bob Ross. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I got a little emotional yesterday. There's like a video circulating around of this poor 72-year-old lady who is... The video basically is her. She's like a pizza delivery person for Domino's, and she's 72 and was walking up the steps and unfortunately like lost her footing and dropped the pizzas. The family, like, I guess the father came outside and was like, oh, are you okay? And then the only thing she cared about, like, this is the part that like broke me, dude. Like, I actually started crying, was she's like, I'm sorry I ruined your dinner. Dude, I showed my girlfriend, I was like fucking in tears, dude. Like, it just kind of sucks, man, that like it breaks my heart that we have to get to that age, still fucking work. Sorry, I'm cursing now, but still fucking work. You know? Like, my dad's kind of going through that right now, too. He's well above in his 60s. And I don't think he's going to stop anytime soon, because... Fuck, it's so heartbreaking, man. You know, and it's like, when does she get to, like, truly enjoy herself, dude? I don't know. If you guys haven't watched it, it's so like, dude, it actually kind of shaped me this week, I'm not going to lie. It's really put perspective on things. But they ended up doing a GoFundMe for her, and I think they raised her like $250,000 so she can finally retire. But crazy, man. Imagine having to work when you're 60. I mean, that's my dad going through that right now too, right? No wonder you've been streaming a lot more this week. I saw it. What was it? 3 days ago? 2 days ago? Fuck, man, it was tough. The cheese board looks pretty sick, even though I feel like it shouldn't. It looks pretty cool, man. It kind of hit different, I'm not gonna lie. The cheese board hit different. It's super novel, but super awesome. The fact that the world is set up this way is just wrong, man. Yeah, it sucks. It's just so sad. Kev!
After 6 months patiently waiting, I finally get to see Alex's great sword. OMG Alexotos.
Huh? Are we talking about the same great sword here? Is something else showing? Gotta love that so many people's healthcare, retirement plans, and insurance all rely on GoFundMe. Greatest nation on earth. Yeah, it's super sad, man. It really, again, it puts things into perspective. Really does, man. Really does. Kev, thank you again, man, for the tier 1. You can sheath your sword. Huh, Kopi? Looking for some coffee-themed keycaps? Do you know any websites? I don't think anyone's selling coffee-themed stuff right now. There was an essay set, I think, at one point, but I don't remember what it was called. What are some new innovations you'd like to see in keep design in the future? I feel like it's stagnated. I'd love to see more unique materials. I'd like to see, dude, great question. Great question. I'd like to see more unique materials. I'd like to see, again, I personally think the keyboard hobby doesn't all have to be about sound, feel. Sometimes it could just be like showing your creativity with the keyboard. That's why even with this Swiss cheese keyboard, it's fun. This is kind of stuff that I like. It doesn't make anything feel stagnant. It's just fun. Like, you can have fun with your hobby. It doesn't have to be like you going for a certain sound signature or creating the cheapest thing possible. I'd like to see more of, more fun projects, more innovative, like creative projects. So I like those. And then if I'm talking about like actual sound and stuff too, I don't know. It's tough for me to say right now. I think we've really hit a lot of diverse mounting styles over the last year alone. Maybe more of those, maybe fine tuning more of those, but at this point here, I don't know what else we would want for that. I need to put more thought into that answer, I think, but never enough mounting styles. Yeah, at one point, that would be my answer. It was just more than just gasket top and, whatever mounting styles we had. But now I feel like there's been a few. So I'd like to see companies more refine them. Stuff like that. So nice. Expo Zero, thank you so much for the tier 1 for 10 months, dude. Thank you. I think we should move into a period of refinement. Yeah. Kind of like what we were saying before, I'd like to see more deliberate design rather than just pumping out keyboards to make sales. Don't get me wrong, that has its time and place, and I think that also helps with, accessibility to the hobby, which is super, super important. But I also try to think of more than just accessibility. Once you get into the hobby, what do you do now? Because at one point I kind of knew the journey into the hobby, but I feel like I kind of lost touch with that because the journey into the hobby seems to be multiple cheap boards, which is nothing wrong with that. Let's make that very clear. I think the less interesting part about multiple entry level or cheaper boards is you kind of lose out on some of the fun designs of keyboards because most of the cheaper boards all kind of look the same. It's very simplistic to obviously keep machining costs down, etc., etc. But yeah. Right, Mr. Reed? Multiple cheap owner? Yeah, nothing. Dude, one of the keyboards I'm using so much right now is the Envoy. And I consider that to be on the higher end of entry. I still think it's entry. I think it'd be cool that a company brand would want to main on a specific mounting style. More boards of the same style might be a little boring, but it'll allow for more refinement. Yeah, and I think that's what I'm kind of looking for, is more refinement too. To multiple expensive, yeah, and don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not saying you'll get more out of an expensive keyboard. There are plenty of boring ass, very simple, which obviously maybe is for someone, but very simplistic, very boring, expensive builds too. Where's my electric grease? And boring is not a bad thing, by the way, guys. Boring is safe. But I'm talking about that in the perspective of what else could we see from the hobby. My polycarbonate Envoy with multicolored plates was $300. Is that entry? I don't think $300 is considered. I mean, like, I don't know, man. Like, dude, help me out, guys. What is the cost of entry in keyboards? Like, what would you guys consider entry cost? I'd like for us to include switches and keycaps too, if that's okay with you guys, in that kind of like theory. Because we can't forget about those too, right? Based on your income is a great answer. I like that. 300 fully built. I think that's kind of fair, right? I think 300 fully built is kind of fair to say because that's a little over some of the more, actually not even. It feels like it's just about some of the same level of the boards that you can find from like Asus and stuff like that. I mean, it's got to be more than a pre-built. Yeah. I think it kind of not has to be, but like usually is. My Zoom TKL is 500 plus and $400 with switches. How much is that to like Canadian, for example? How come you don't pass the loop to the bend? Okay. My normal looping style is I don't do that. And I put a little bit of dielectric grease. Let me show you guys how much. That's pretty much how much. It's actually not much. I don't go past the bend because I actually go over the bend with 205 instead of dielectric. I like the sound signature of that a little bit more. Trick question, Canadians aren't real. Nice try, Alex. My bad, dude. Keycaps are more expensive than the board sometimes, yes. $400 Canadian. Yeah, I feel like that's about right. Majority of expensive boards are either win keyless TKLs or 65 with top right blockers, talking about interesting design. Yeah, you know what? Kind of gotta agree with Nork. A lot of expensive builds kind of follow a very specific design language. Yeah, I just agree with Nork. I'm not gonna get too much into it. I just kind of agree with Nork there. I like the quotations interesting. I've never liked I'm gonna be honest. I don't mind blockers on keyboards, but I've never been into that design trend myself, which is all personal preference, right? I've just never really loved the design language. There are some boards I have that include them, and I'm like, yeah, it's still a nice board though, but Win keyless to me looks nice. It's pretty. I just can't use it anymore. I don't mind win keyless. I think for some reason it adds like visual interest to the board. But again, totally preference. Let's not forget too, the majority of our conversations are all preference based. So please have your own opinions. Don't base your opinions off mine. You know, form your own. When you have that one high ground pre-built, it's almost $300. So $300 is easily within entry level. Yeah. The high ground pre-built though, I feel like is totally based to a different market though. I don't know if that's even considered, I guess it is kind of a gamer keyboard, huh? I always gravitate to more unique designs, capsule, class 80. Yeah, me too. I think once you kind of get into the hobby, like past entry, you may gravitate towards those, for sure. I'd like to point out that the cost of what we consider entry level has now gone up. A while back, the Rama Carbos 160 was considered a little pricey, and now 190 to 200 is entry. Yoshi, I'd like to disagree, because I still think QK and some of the Zoom boards, aren't they all, like even the Tiger, isn't the Tiger still like 130 for the Tiger Lite? I think the 129 range is kind of like the new entry, to me anyways. QK 80, well, maybe not the 80. Wasn't the other ones kind of a little bit cheaper? I'm maybe misremembering QK's pricing. But we can even just use Tiger 80. Bakaneko, yeah, Bakaneko as well. So I do think there are some, but I think we're now kind of maybe entering this new wave of, actually, this is actually a good point to make too. Maybe we're entering a new wave of slightly more premium entry for like $50 more than some of those other things. Just slightly more. Mons Geek? What is that? Is that a Mel Geek board? Mel Geek gives me weird vibes. They harass me all the time to work with them. I agree. The QK80 looks great for the price as well. Yeah, Zoom, the QK, all of them. All kind of sub $200 boards. Akko budget brand. Oh, Akko has interesting stuff. I need to get into the Akko stuff. Have you tried the Pulsar PCMK? I have not. Is that a TKL or anything like that? Look it up, kind of gas. I think we need to make like a segment where you guys show me all these things. Can you do a tier list for keyboards to buy in 2022, 2023? How about this, guys? Everyone, so many people still ask me about this. What if I set up a day? I don't know, maybe we can figure out a list of boards. We'll do that tier list picker. And maybe we do that one day. We sit down and we kind of pick tier lists of boards. Would that be kind of fun? And we'll do it in a fun, spirited way, though, not a negative way where we're saying a board's ass or something. I think that could be kind of fun. Dude, my hair, I didn't do anything to it. I just dried it and it came to stream. Actually, that shower was perfect. It got my blood moving again. I was kind of getting a little bit lethargic there. Let's do it on the 20th of May. Gio, do you want to? I mean, you could both do it. You can come stream with me physically, like actually for reals. A little? Would you guys want that? A tier list? Well, maybe we can do like it's kind of far off. Maybe we can do like a part 2, but me and Gio in the same room rating things with you guys. Be kind of fun, actually. That would be the collab of the year. Yeah, I think it would be a break for Gio too, because there would be no one to redeem push-ups. He would not have to. He'd finally get a stream where he has no push-ups. How crazy is that for Gio? Finally gets a break. Poor guy. The list should only include in stock though. Alright, let me do some brainstorming on that. That actually might be a little while to set. I mean, like, that would be very topical, I guess, for the month of May too. Okay, we can look into that. Yeah, I know it doesn't. Dude, that's the problem I have with like rating the best keyboards of the year and stuff. Because half the times, like, it's keyboards that don't exist just for sale anymore. So it doesn't even make sense to do that kind of stuff. It sucks too, because viewers who kind of watch it, like new people watch that stuff and they're like, I can't even buy this stuff. And it feels so, it low-key kind of feels gatekeepy, because it's like, oh, you couldn't buy this, but I'm gonna rate this the best keyboard. Oh, I think my camera's crooked again. Dude, I keep nudging this thing. God damn it. Sorry, guys. It's not gatekeepy, but as a former noob, it's a big turnoff. Yeah. Or soon to be in stock within 3 to 6 months. Yeah, or maybe something that's regularly stocked. All right, I'm gonna put plate foam in this, guys. I'm just not interested in building this without it. Truthfully. I'm about to fill up my water bottle. When I get back, I'm gonna make you hydrate. Do it. We can hydrate together. It's pretty dense foam, actually. Pretty nice. And if you guys are wondering, there's nothing wrong with foam. It's all preference at the end of the day. You should make a list of most influential keyboards in the hobby. That would be fun, but I almost feel like in a way too that'd be a little bit boring. Because again, it kind of like, it's showing off keyboards that you just can't physically buy anymore. Yeah, we could do that too. Maybe we can do multiple lists. I have to set them all up and stuff like that. We'll make it fun. I'll think of something. Anyone know any keycap artisans who stream other than Tiny? Doesn't Zaubi stream? Is it Zawaubi? I actually don't know who's an artist in his streams. Yeah, I don't know. Does Archetype stream at all? Beats me. Also, what are we doing? Polycarbonate or FR4? Kind of want to do FR4 today. And I will, Rain. Hey, Alex, I want a sonnet, but it's just out of my budget. Do you have any recommendations one step down? Also looking to get
Alex,
an NK Cream Plus.
Hope you're having a great day.
I'm having the best days with you here, buddy. Thank you so much. I appreciate that as small. Recommendations for a budget TKL? Is that what you were asking? Sorry? Or sorry, Sonnet 75. Maybe Hex. Get to slurping. Got you, dude. I think the Hex is a fantastic keyboard. Also looking at the NK Plus or Cream Pluses. Are those valid? No, they're actually really cool. Wait, what am I doing? Why do I need this? Actually, is it kind of different? I really do think that the Cream Pluses with the copper are very unique sounding switches. Very, very unique sounding. All right, let's put some switches in here. Well, I need to grab like a few from this bag as well. J-Wick, I need to grab like 2 more. I put them in here. I counted them out today, and for some reason I thought this was win keyless. Then I tossed them in my bag. Good thing they're all at the top, but they're kind of mixed in with like the other cherry switches and stuff. All I gotta say is whoops. Actually, I wouldn't mind using a Mode Obscura for... There we go. Max Port Parasocial achieved. But is it really parasocial, though, if I talk with you guys? Wouldn't it be the other way around, like if I did YouTube videos and never interacted? I don't know the way that works. I've been hearing that word a lot lately about streamers and just content creators. But like, I feel like I interact with like literally everybody. Going to build my Sonnet tonight. I can't decide if I'd go with Duroc V2 stabs or Stabies. Honestly, you're gonna get the same kind of sound out of both of them, and I think just the easier ones to kind of like use are the Duroc ones. But if you're aware of some of the small oddities about Stabies, go with the Stabies. They're a lot easier to kind of mod and stuff like that. Is it 325? I thought it was. For some reason, I thought the Hex was cheaper, to be honest, Nork. Wasn't the Hex like 250 or something? Or am I thinking of the wrong keyboard entirely? Did you see the GMK stabs? I did. They look interesting. I want to try them. 325 is pretty good for a Hex though. But I think they're asking for like cheaper options to the Sonnet. I mean, like, if you don't mind the 65, I'd just say pick up the... I would just say pick up the Envoy at that point. Also, these J-Wick switches are such good value. They're so cheap, and they sound pretty good when you swap out the springs. Right on the wire on the bottom, I wonder how that will help. For which one, Soru? The GMK stabs? Oh, yeah. I mean, interesting. I need to try them, I think. Just like everyone else, I think we need to like actually give them a go. Oh, is it 250? That's what I thought it was cheaper. Have you tried the WS? Oh yeah, I did the other day. I mean, I've used them quite a few times. I think they're fantastic. Wuche makes some pretty good stuff at the moment. So pretty happy with all the Wuche things.
When are you showing your great sword?
Probably, I don't know. I'd probably get banned. If I want to continue streaming here, I might not want to do that. Jesus 72, I know they're a little heavier than normal for me, right? But But dude, my preferences have slightly shifted from light springs, and I'm sort of vibing with a little bit more of the heavier ones. Time to fund his OnlyFans? Bro, I don't think I'll ever make an OnlyFans. Alex OnlyFans? Can you imagine? Nothing wrong with that, but can you imagine if I did? That'd be crazy. I like the fact that Alex did not deny he is an... Huh? I don't even know what to say to that. Heavier feels sturdier. I personally think that when you do a very heavy spring versus a very light spring, it slowly changes the sound signature of the Switch just ever so slightly too. Just based off the way that you click it. Alex is gonna put the top 0.01 creators on his bio soon. Oh my god. Dude, I got kind of curious about like my Twitch stats. I gotta thank you guys, man. We're doing actually, dude, I didn't like, because again, we've been streaming for 4 years. I've never had like a huge sudden burst of anything. Like I've never been front paged or anything like that. But dude, the progress we've made on stream and just like all that stuff too, I gotta admit, man, we're building like a pretty awesome community here, dude. Very, very proud of everybody. I'm very thankful, very blessed. Thank you guys. Am I banned? Do you want to be? I'm not. Why would Tim be banned? Tim's on my wall still. Diego said I was? Diego baited you. Am I a full-time streamer? I am. I do a lot of other things though on the side. Tim the GOAT. Hi Tim. Tim's reformed now, guys. He's no longer sus. He's reformed streamer. Ain't that right, Tim? I am a goat. What? When's the cheese board video? Soon. Just ban him? Reformed again? That's what he said last time. Tim's hard to believe sometimes, right? I would bend my knee for that greatsword. It's honestly, I kind of vibe with the angles on the back of the keyboard. It looks cool. What do you do for NK? I manage social media. I help out with Discord. I'm actually the one that pushed for the Discord because I think Discord's very important for community building, and I don't want, you know, obviously it's not my business, but like I think that community building with a brand is really, really important. It helps on so many aspects. So I do a lot of stuff. Can you cut the cheese with the greatsword? Ooh, isn't cutting the cheese like also a thing about farting? Discord is better than Geekhack. Yes, Geekhack is kind of gatekeepy. Did you catch this? Did you catch up with the team about the PBOW set? Yes, I asked about that for you. I think they sent a response, but I actually don't think it's a response you probably want to hear, my friend. Restock is not in plans currently. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Squiddo. Let me tell you though, man. I know you want the set, but with that particular case that you ordered, Bloomin', there's a lot of nice things that can go with that. Hell, I even think Honor, Jim K Honor would be beautiful on that too. Mizu R2 when? Didn't they already do a Mizu R2? I thought they did. Did they not? Wasn't that like a thing already? Or was it Retro Mizu? Yeah, or you can do Squiddo. NK Industrial is so beautiful looking. It was retro? Retro was kind of fugly, I'm not gonna lie. Retro is not for me. I think a lot of people didn't like Retro Mizu. Oh, I thought they did run Mizu round 2. No, I don't even know what's retro about that font style or the typeface that they used. I really don't get it. But whatever. Because I bought Random Frank P keycaps. I scored both keycap sets and the board as well. I'm doing a double build. Oh, that's gonna be fun. It was 8-bit font. But like, is 8-bit considered, maybe I'm wrong, but is 8-bit retro, like 8-bit typefaces? Is that considered to be retro? I only ask because I feel like 8-bit fonts are still used today for a lot of different projects. It's just fugly. It's just gamer bait. Have you seen any of the MVKB sets that he's made / are making? MVKB's new stuff? I think I've seen it on Twitter briefly, but it's always a pleasure looking at that stuff too. Industrial keys, yeah. Industrial is such a beautiful, beautiful set. Why is there this camping switch here? I mean, the NES counts as retro and it's an 8-bit system. I suppose. DMs. I got baited. Huh? Tim, I can literally see your messages. You're not banned in my stream. Tim. You guys, can you guys see Tim's? Okay, guys, forbidden. Don't do this. He's baiting you. He's so annoying. He doesn't banned in Alexotos. Okay, Tim who? It literally says, bro, you're not banned. Everyone can. You're on this thing. Everyone can see your chat. You know what? Fuck it, dude. Goodbye, Tim. Just fuck it, dude. If he really wants to be banned that bad, dude, we'll just ban him. If he really wants to be banned that badly, goodbye, Tim. I don't know how to unban either, so you're gonna have to wait for Chozo on that one. Let me go unban him. Let me go figure it out. Let me go unban him. Okay, that's my voice. Mod check. Hold on. Mod view. Actually, should we let Tim appeal his ban? Okay, no, I found out how to unban him. We're good. We're safe. Where's my OBS? Keep his ass in the slammer. Make him write an essay. Knowing Tim, he would just write copy pasta of something. Is it the Tim I saw drop a weight off? No, that's Timoto. This is Tim Keyless. Timoto dropped a weight. Tim Keyless has dropped coffee inside his keyboard. They both Tims have dropped something though. So I think it's just something to do with being a Tim. Huh? All right, guys. Tim's being weird again. Tim's being hella weird, dude. Goodbye, Tim. Goodbye again. Tim's not reformed, dude. He is not reformed one bit, dude. All right. Switches are installed. Is this cyberbullying? I mean, Tim's being he's being sussy. I've always been a big fan of just how like stealthy this looks. The cops are coming, bro. It's living downtown has really showed me. Why did I put this over here? How many times I hear the sirens for things? It's crazy the amount of times I hear sirens in the city versus living in the sort of suburbs or just outside the city. Oh my God, Tim. Get him out of here, hammer, ban him. Sorry in advance, but did I catch what switches you decided to use? We are using JWIC switches. I did lube these. I don't think I filmed them. No, I did not. I did these a while back. I did like a whole big batch of these. These are also 72 gram springs inside these as well. Reformed Tim, let's see. I guess I kind of want to double check the instructions to a certain degree for this. Because I want to know if we remove these for any reason at all. Give me 1 sec, guys. 1 second. Let me see. Who's his parole officer? I guess there's really nothing here about this, huh? What if I look at the official Geek Hack thing? Does it say anything about that? I don't know. The mounting style is labeled as unless this is for the case. Oh, it might actually... You know what, guys? Wrong thing we're probably thinking of. I think these screws are for the case itself. Interesting. Okay, let me unscrew this all. I wonder why they protrude out so much. That board has got a 5 head. It's kind of nice, though. Like, low-key, kind of pretty. Ooh, it has the screws that feel really good to unscrew. What's weird too is these... What? These are countersunk. So why am I using these screws for it? Maybe this is just the wrong screws for the prototype unit. Try to screw it in more. No, actually they're countersunk over here. Whoa. I kind of want to take off the weight. Do you guys want to see the weight? This is actually really pretty. It's a shame this is on the bottom. Big shame. Oh shit, I should give you guys some spins for the subs today. Oh no. This got caught in here. I owe you guys another spin. Put these in here so I don't lose them. This board's a beaut. Kind of pretty for sure. Ooh, now to get this guy out without dropping it. And I believe there's a change that's happening to the final unit of this. We sub, you spin, we are simple people, very simple. Let me double check. I believe the final unit, let me open up this again. They sent me a PDF file. Okay, so the final unit has what looks like the weight peaks out at the bottom. I guess let me kind of screen share this with you guys. I will show you guys this. Let's open up our window capture. And now to find which window this is in. Here. That's how the final unit's gonna look. And it looks like it's peeking out through the bottom. As you guys can kind of see, it looks like there's a piece of the weight showing with that infinity symbol. I kind of prefer that. Yeah, the logo at the bottom. I still would like it to be maybe the opposite, where the logo is on the inside and the greatsword picture, which is absolutely beautiful and I feel like is totally wasted, is on the inside. So I'd like that to be maybe flipped. I don't know why they didn't put this on the other side. I don't get it. Why not? I feel like this goes so to waste if it's just on the inside. I don't know. How do you guys feel? Two weights stacked, which might alter also the sound of the final version as well. What do you mean by that, Fractals? Flipping the weight is such a miss, to be honest. I would buy it in a heartbeat if it was visible. Agree. I don't know why people decide to put their logos on things. And then just do all the cool artwork on non-visible places. Flipping the weight is such, or it would have been an instant buy if I was on the outside to patina. Yeah, can you imagine if this patina would really, really be very, very pretty? All right, and is this just like a separate set of screws now for this? It is. Okay. Let me move some stuff out of the way here. I think artwork inside cases are a waste. I have a board that's called the FMJ. It's a different screw head it is. FMJ80, and it also has tons of artwork on the inside that you cannot see. Oh wait, do you think PCBs and flex cuts are going to be a purchase option in the future rather than the only option? I hope that the outcome of me getting harassed by people in the opposite camp of there should only be flex cuts results in more diverse options of purchasing. Like I said, I would rather have more options for how your custom keyboard feels rather than not have more options. So just me. Design is that's very out there, flex cuts and everything, lots of foam. The Chinese market does like this kind of stuff a lot. I've been told that the market there is very, very into this kind of stuff. While I believe the American market differs a little bit, I think the American market's more simplistic when it comes to how they like PCBs and stuff like that. Flex cuts is like buying ripped jeans. Inside design is like your little secret. It makes you kind of unique. You know what? You make a very, very positive point there. I like that. That's very positive. There's the inside. All right. Let's put our little gasket thingies on this. Just leave this here for a time second. There's a thin ESD sheet with the foams. Make sure you cover the back of the PCB with it before you close. Oh, really? That's good to know. I did not know that was necessary. Let me go ahead and grab that now. Where do I put that? I entered the raffle after watching it. Did you end up getting it? I think this is it right here. It's all preference, guys, when it comes to this kind of stuff. I hope that how bad the QK80 sounded was a wake-up call for manufacturers about flex cuts. The thing is, though, I guess to be 100% with you guys, with foam it sounds fine. You know, it sounds like a typical foamy kind of keyboard, and there's nothing wrong with that. But again, I do find that it's limiting for your options. Like, you still technically would have to tape it and do stuff outside of, you know, your purchase to it. But hopefully it's not a wake-up call about flex cuts, but a wake-up call about options. Again, I know everyone's tastes are a little different with things. I get it. Not everyone's gonna like the same stuff. He wasn't talking about that preference, Alex. Wait, which huh? There's a re-raffle open now. Hoping for a W email tomorrow. I like all Kibu's stuff. It's very poggers. All right, and then we got our little gasket feet, which slip on here. Pretty nice. I've always been a big fan of how easy this is to do. Are flex cuts inherently bad for sound though? If the intent is to have a type of sound, that type of sound that's preference, I found that most flex cut boards would sound good for a work office. So I understand, Sacker, exactly what you're saying. And also, Jab, thank you so much for the Prime, dude. Thank you for using that here. If the intent is to have a thinner sounding keyboard that's maybe not as big on volume and also a little bit more metallic-y, then the intent would be flex cuts. 100% right. And that's kind of the messy part about looking into and giving opinions about like sound and stuff like that. But I do feel like a lot of the times it's not sometimes loudness that you're getting, it's just a very thin sound with flex cuts and stuff like that. So it ends up becoming very metallic-y, very like harsh stuff that usually people don't like. But again, you could have that one person who really likes it, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think we're talking about a majority here, which is, I think a lot of people have expressed their dislike for it. Should I put this on first? Yeah, I'll do this first. Or actually, I guess we should do this wire first, huh? Let's do like this. Or, well, let me make sure. Nah, we can get this one here like that. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Oddly, my deepest sounding board is flex cuts, but Time Steel, does it have a lot of foam? Out of curiosity. Anyways, at the end of the day, guys, keyboards are all preference. Please, please, please remember this. They're all preference. My preference will always be you. Forbidden, that's too kind. Also, am I putting this? Wait, was I supposed to put this on this side, or am I supposed to put this on this side? I guess I'm supposed to put this here, no? Hold on, I'm a little confused on where this particular piece of foam goes. No, the other side? Put it on the inside? Okay. PCB is sitting too close for comfort in that case. Yeah, definitely looks that way. All right, so this goes here. Interesting. I wonder if this is going to affect sound at all. It's called the ESD sheet for a reason. My bad, guys. I almost forgot something. Is it lined up okay with all the holes? No, this is the Church of God in Alexotos. That thy will be done, thy kingdom come. All right, guys. Okay, Ann. God damn it, man. It is indeed the preference at the end of the day, just like your Prime sub. Consider subscribing to with Twitch Prime to Alexotos, who continuously brings us fantastical, wholesome content. That was very wholesome and uncharacteristic of Tim. Damn, thank you very much, Tim. Compliment for Hooligan? Hooligan? If I had to express... God damn. Thank you, Sporky. I appreciate you, man. If I had to express the amount of love that I have for you, it would be triple of the love that I have for Tim Keelis. And that truly is a lot because I love Tim. Thank you so much for being here, Hooligan. And Sporky, thank you so much for 5 tier 1s, man. Thank you, dude. You did not have to do that, man. When is Tim becoming a mod here? If I give him a mod, he loses his diamond. That's the one thing about Twitch I'll never get is why VIP and mod can't be like simultaneous. No, I think the diamond's way nicer. VIP is mod without the responsibilities. Kind of true. Do you prefer top mount or ISO top mount on the Sonnet? ISO top mount. It removes just ever so slightly a little bit of that unpleasant sound of metal. Galax, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you, thank you. The diamond inspires respect, the sword inspires fear. It's true. Thank you, guys. I really do appreciate it, guys. All right, that's done. Let's put this on here. Let's see, how easy will this be to stick on? Should I have done it the other way around? We'll find out this time on Dragon Ball Z. That looks, should be fine. Where's my tweezers? Oh, we got it. I miss the old Tim. To be fair, we all change over time. Even I do. I am probably not the same streamer I was a year ago. I've been told I'm not as wholesome. I still think these are the wrong screws for this, but I'll go ahead and screw them in anyways. I thought these were supposed to be countersunk. Was there another little bag of screws somewhere that I'm not seeing? No, there's not enough of these. They're spares. Wholesome is boring anyways. Is it? I like being a good person though. Alright, I guess this works. It works because there's holes in the PCB there and on the plate. So it looks like it doesn't contact. Weird how they countersunk that though. The screws are pretty long, kind of reminds me of some. Huh? Who said that? Oh, don't worry about it, Zach. Maybe modding Tim will act as a digital neuter. That's pretty funny, Testy. A digital neuter for Tim. That's crazy. I hope all these stabs work, because I totally forgot to test them. They should. It's been a while since I fucked up a stab. And then imagine I fucked one up right now. That'd be wild. Also, if you guys pay for Amazon Prime, I think I saw Morrowind's free with Amazon Prime right now. I think it's like only free for another like few days. So if you guys are Morrowind fans, Morrowind's a pretty sick game. It's a little older, but it's pretty sick. Got my Sonnet today. Get motivated by your, or got motivated by yours? Hell yeah, dude. Do you know what you're putting in it? Morrowind's sick, dude. Having seen some other keyboard streams, I don't think the mod badge does anything. Probably not. Hold on, I'm gonna grab some lube. I'm almost out. It's okay, I'm just gonna do the space bar. Usually that's the only one that's a problem child. Especially with cherry. Cherry stabs need a little bit more loving. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be so busy for me. Tomorrow's gonna be an early wake up day, guys. No late night shenanigans for me. Alright, what keycaps should I put on this? I feel like I want to put something like gray. This looks pretty. No, the GB happens tomorrow, apparently. There's a lot of flex in this, okay. I think Boneyard would look kind of neat. I'm thinking, ooh, Dracula would look really nice on this, actually. Such a pity that the Sonnet is all the way in America. Shipping for the board is like $1/4. I know, I honestly wish that mode, that's like my one wish for them that I might talk about with them is maybe somehow getting proxies. That'd be super nice. Boring Yard would be nice. I think Boring Yard would be pretty flat on this. I'm kind of thinking Boring Yard too. Where's my Boring Yard set? I think Boring Yard would be pretty nice on this. Charcoal would be pretty nice too, actually. Frost Witch? Nah, not Frost Witch on this Chozo. I don't think Frost Witch would look that good. The Amelia set? Hello? You want to fit in here? Let's go Boring Yard? Yeah, I think Boring Yard was a great suggestion. Keyboard says no. Actually, a fair sounding Fair sounding spacebar there. Two builds tonight? Actually, no, we're just doing the one build. It's a normal night. I moved, thank God I did the double build yesterday instead of today. But I did move some stuff around this week. Dude, I have so much work I need to get done. I'm a little behind on things, if I'm going honest. Are there other builds like the Suse that surprised you with how much you ended up liking it? That's a good question. I think I really liked it. I didn't, okay. It's not that I didn't expect to like the Kohaku as much as I did, but like I knew I was gonna hopefully like it, but I didn't know I would love it to that degree. I also ended up really liking the Hex 4B when I did that. That's at my parents' house. But I really liked that board. That was surprising to me. And then I think even more recently, I think the K is in the wrong spot. There was that board that GMK Buy sent me. Oh God, I can't remember what it was called. That, I just actually only recently took the keycaps off of it. But that I was using for a little bit too. I ended up sticking one small piece of foam into that because I do feel like it benefited from it. This is Boneyard, yeah. Is there like sunlight shining through your windows? It's fake. It's a projector. I'm not even lying to you. It's just literally a projector. I can move it around and stuff if you guys don't believe me. If you guys want if you guys want sunset, should we do a sunset vibe? It's all fake. It's not real. Bro, the sunlight was making me go mad yesterday. The fake sunlight? Really? I love it. It makes the room feel so much like... It makes the room feel so good. Wait, Gio, you know about this, don't you? It's not fake, it's real. It's Alex's sunny disposition. Okay, thank you, Tim. It's the immersion. Yeah, I'm teasing. I was like, damn, Gio didn't know? Yeah, it's just a projector. It's actually a really powerful photography tool, to be honest. It's something that I have grown to really like. It's a projector, basically. And then you put in these things that shape the light. But they're really awesome. They're really awesome. Vitamin D deficiency. Oh, we got my artisan for this guy. Honestly, I think I have been a little bit of vitamin D sunlight deficient. I think most people who don't live in constant sunlight feel that. Hence the not holiday, but like winter blues. So blue, the one that I have is an actual photography one, but you can pick up literally anything because this will probably run you about $1,000. But if you want an actual photographer, like an actual just like sunlight one, there are so many random ones on Amazon. Hell, one that I probably really recommend too that we use in the other rooms in the house. You know those like, they're $20 sunlight projectors? Like they give you a little bit of a sun, they're called sunset lamps, I believe. Also very, very nice too. Can I? Oh my God. Tim, I thought you were reformed. Better to get vitamin D from subs rather than expose too much to sunlight and risky UV rays, or UV rays. Dude, I've been really bad about taking the supplements for that kind of stuff. Not gonna lie. I am. How is that even sus? Because I know where you were going with that, Tim. Don't try to lie to me, dude. Don't try to lie to chat right now. Are you building this ace this week? I'm thinking about building it as a double stream on Friday, but potentially doing it tomorrow night. Potentially. No guarantees for tomorrow night, but we will be doing it soon. And then there's also perhaps the option of Saturday. We didn't have to solder anything, that's why it's so quick. I mean, like, we're still at an hour and a half. I feel like this is kind of slow for a hot swap build for me. Is split backspace worth... I mean, The beautiful thing about that is if you like split backspace, use it on whatever layout you'd like. Personally, I think split backspace looks a little bit weird on TKLs, but only because I'm not used to seeing it, right? Like if you showed me a TKL only with split backspace, I would be told that it's supposed to be there and it would feel natural to me. How are these JWICs so cheap? I think this is JWK's budget line, right? Is that what JWICs are? JWK's budget line of stuff? What color did you get sent? I don't remember actually. I haven't actually really opened up that entire thing. You guys want another good cheap switch? Gatoron Milky Yellows. Also pretty poggers. Turn that split backspace into a tilde and a backslash, then move the backspace just above it. I mean, yeah, there's lots of things. Beauty of keyboards is you can do whatever the fuck you want. If someone judges you, they're projecting. End of story. They are insecure. Posture check. Okay. Spot like 100 JWIC blacks. Love them. Yeah, they're really good. For me, like my go-to budget switches are these because I have so much of them. And then KTT switches. HHKB backspin placement is superior. It is fun. It is fun to use. I don't deny it. Not for everyone though. The ends is supposed to go here. Caps versus regular milky yellows. Oh, the Cap V2 ones. Honestly, I need to try those. I really want to get my hands on some, well, I need to stop being lazy and buy them, but I do want to try them. They seem like they're a fun switch. Roses or strawberry for clack? I'm going to be honest, dude. I've used both switches, and they both sound near identical to me. So I'm going to go ahead and say pick whichever one you'd like. Like I said, pretty identical to me. There's the N, W. Boneyard is good. Yes, I'm a big Boneyard fan. I do like Boneyard. F1, I am missing a switch. Or a keycap. Where the frick? There's the 3. And then we need, what do we need? A home. Home and what? Home and delete. There's home, and then that's the wrong profile delete. Where's the other delete that we need? I thought I saw it earlier. Maybe I'm going crazy. There it is. Love this stream timing. Actually, this looks really chill with this. I like this set. Happy discounted chocolate day, everyone. Oh yeah, true. All right, here's the board. Just to give you guys a little side look again of the board. I kind of like Boneyard on this. This looks good. I've never used Boneyard on silver yet. Take a look at the side profile. Again, I think this keyboard actually has a lot of a little bit more unique out of some of the stuff we've seen. Ooh, I don't like that this is not sitting flush. Is that supposed to be like that? Oh no. This side's not sitting flush, this side's not sitting flush, this side is. Let me see if I just need to screw it in a little bit better. Oh gosh, now I did find out where everything is. Where were those screws now? Prototype woes. I mean, that could just be like me not screwing things in that nice enough too. I see them. Hold on. That incline at the top looks mad good. It's a pretty looking keyboard. This is one of my big gripes about hidden screw design though. It's just like, I feel like this requires more work to get into a keyboard than anything else. But I've always never really loved hidden screw designs. This is the new Wuche one. Let's see if we can even that out a little bit there. Alright, let's unscrew this really quick. I wonder if it's the cable that's causing an issue. This shouldn't take that long to fix, guys, so just give me a second. Maybe it's just the JST that got snagged a little bit. I love my Vega, but yeah, I don't think screwless is the screwless aesthetic is worth it. I don't know. Again, the personal preference, but I've never really cared for screwless designs. Okay, whatever. Just pull this guy off. Maybe it was getting snagged? I'm not sure. I feel like it's not. I don't know, man. I feel like it's not the JST. Maybe it is. Is it just oddly seating on this? I don't think it's the JST connector. Let me see something quick. Let me make sure all these guys are screwed in a little bit nicer. I think the Kohaku did a good job of it. It was okay. Like again, I'm not really that big into screwless or hidden screw stuff. No, these are all fine. These are all screwed in nicely. What is causing this to be a little uneven? I'm curious if I just take out the JST connector and try seating it that way. I can tell it's not seating nicely. What is causing that? Some quick tape. I don't think it's a JST. Let me actually unplug it really quick. Let me try doing one thing. Let me just put this down like this and see if we close it. No, it's still a little uneven. One screw's driving me nuts here. Diego or Alex? Is Diego building this too right now? I want to know why it's not seating nicely. Is it the weight? Is the weight like oddly bent or something? Doesn't the bottom or mid piece seem to have a slight warp? I don't know. That's so sad. I hope this doesn't just like. This is not like awkwardly done. Everything seems perfect here. This is all even looking. Again, I'm just gonna try soft putting this in without plugging it in. Diego's having the same issue. Is he? No, there's nothing I can do. This does not sit flush. I have no fucking clue what's causing that. Blame it on the proto. I low-key want to take out the weight and see if it's the weight causing it. I'm gonna do it really quick to see if it's the weight causing it. Give me a smooch. David, take care, dude. Have a good one, man. Unless this piece isn't... Dude, I don't know. Also, hydrate. Can you give me 1 sec? I'll hydrate for you, buddy. It is indeed the weight. The weight is the issue. The weight has a curve to it. Am I strong enough to do this? Thing that stinks? Yeah, the weight's a little bit on an angle. Bend it. I'm trying. Although, over the knee, I'm trying, dude. Get a blowtorch or a forge. Can you bend brass easily? I have no idea. I've never done this. Breaks like Beckham. Well, I don't love the fact that it's not sitting straight. Tell Diego the problem is in the weight. Here, you know what? I'm gonna hop on Diego's stream. Let's go visit Mr. Diego. Did you guys tell him already? We found the issue. The weight is warped. Oops. That's funny how we're both having the exact same problem. That is hilarious. Collab stream? We technically could. Dude, I'm not strong. I don't think I'm strong enough to do this. What if I... trying to think of what I could do here, guys. Bear with me.
The weight is warped? Oh, hi. Hi, Alex. Oh, yeah, you're right. I see the little nick. Yeah, you guys want to see this? Yeah, there's basically no... No, it's not even vertical. It's actually... It's this. Let me show you. It's this... Okay, I need to take this screw off first.
Hold on, I'm going to try really screwing it in while we watch Diego here.
So the weight basically fits in here, and there's basically no tolerance between, you know, it basically just has to fit perfectly, right? So yeah, it's just barely too, it's just too tight. It's just tight. It's just tight.
Let's see if this fixes it to some degree. If you guys are wondering what's in the background, it's Mr. Diego.
Yeah. All right.
One of our friends and colleagues. All right, here we go.
So will it?
Diego's lightning, yes.
Do I need to shave this off or what? Should I just take it out? I mean, I can take it out.
Fuck.
I guess.
Nope.
Yeah, that's
Motherfucker.
I'm gonna try pushing it to one side.
That's so annoying. They need to open up the tolerance on this.
Yeah, okay. If this doesn't work, I'm just gonna take out the weight. It's probably that.
Remove the screw for the rightmost on the weight.
It's too tight of a...
Bro, I love you. I love you too, cheeky.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's not do this one more time. Remove this screw, you said? I feel like I've screwed this in as much as I can.
So you gotta pretty much place it on perfectly, or else it'll bind. Yeah, that's basically what's happening here. Which is, you know, to say the least.
I can see this going down as we screw it in.
Can't even have the smallest piece of dust or hair or whatever in there.
I don't know, guys. They need to fix that though for the final build. Either I would even add maybe a step on the weight itself, so there's no contact between the weight and this piece. So if this does have a flare or some sort of warp to it, it won't.
Just
I don't know. There's no fixing this right now, guys.
A little too tight, right? All right. Monka W.
Unfortunately, nothing, guys. Me and Diego ran into the exact same. This is not the first time me and Diego have streamed and had exact same issues. But also, such is the nature of prototypes. Break out the file. I'm not going to sit here and file this down. No way. There is absolutely no way I am doing that, Mr. Tim. That's so annoying. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We're fine. I don't understand the mid case piece. It's so thin it might be another issue. Yeah, I would probably just... I think it's just to hold the screws at that point there. Oh, I need this bit. I would probably just remove it all entirely and figure out some better way to screw down the case. But yeah. You know what else probably could have helped solve this? Is the screws are so in the middle that I feel like if the screws were on the outside of the case, it could have helped seal it a little bit better. But yeah, not the prettiest looking thing now that we've opened up and built it. It's over-engineered? No, I see what they're trying to do. I don't think it's over-engineered. I just think it's a misstep that someone took while doing tolerances. That's all. It's okay. We can still see what this sounds like for the most part. Just a little sad because I liked the way this board looked. Slight tolerances issues with menu, yeah. It could be a menu thing. It could just be like maybe someone, you know, in some cases too, like if you're a designer, perhaps you don't need everything to be 100% like within like point whatever it is. It's fine though. Nope, haven't done it yet, David. Sorry, got held up and looking at the board. Well, no, even if it's a slight problem, it could affect all cases, right? So even if it's a slight problem, that's what I'm saying. Not that it's only for me or for Diego. Lord knows this could affect every single case down the road, so good thing we looked at it and took a look. It came flush though on the right. This happened after the weight. Yeah, honestly, did Diego take out the weight too? It's a little better. It's a little better now, but no? Weird. Maybe it wasn't 100% and I just didn't catch it. It's a little better now. It's not as aggressive as before. Look. Hold on, look. It's definitely not as aggressive. It's a little better now. But not so much. Ow. This side's perfect. Again, pretty side profile though. Very pretty side profile, I like that. I like the way it catches light. The front is actually really cool too, kind of has that same styling. I like that little, you can see it, you can really see it over here, how it's just not sitting properly. But it's okay, I'm hoping they take this, use it as an example and fix it. But that's okay. I really like this polished chamfer on the back though, it looks beautiful. All right, let's take a look at what this sounds like. So we have J-Wicks with 72 gram springs. And then we also have cherry stabs in there. Oops, closed the wrong tab. And we have GMK Boneyard. So let's see what this sounds like. There's one piece of foam. We are using the FR4 as well. Actually, let's plug it in, shall we? Let's plug this guy in. Front height seems a little tall, but forgivable. Any ways to remove patina? Ooh, that's actually something I don't know. You could polish it out. I've done it one time, but it'll eventually come back unless you clear coat it. Notepad. Here we go. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It does sound pretty indicative of flex cuts and foam. Nothing wrong with that, but I've heard this sound profile quite a lot of times. Spacebar is weird. It might just kind of sound weird now that I've taken it off and on, but I don't know if it's rubbing against something. It sounds like it's rubbing. Might just need a bit more lubricant. Let's actually add a little bit more. What happened to it? The spacebar sounded different. Yeah, I did take it off really quickly and put it back on, so maybe it slipped a little bit. Actually, it looks kind of loose. Oh, just a little bit more lube here. Okay. Let's see if that helps it a little bit. I don't mind the sound signature, but it's not exactly like 100% my favorite sound. Again, preference. The alphas are fun. I do think the alphas are fun. You're so fine. Thank you for... Top mount it? No, it's gasket mount it. Your opinion made me not want to join. Thank you for saving me money. No worries, JG. Yeah, it's okay. Like, for feeling wise, it's super soft, but I kind of don't love the sound signature. How did Diego sound? Does his sound good? Let me look at Diego's. Is he typing on his yet? Maybe we'll raid him so we can go watch his. Diego got his flush. Oh, how did he do it? Actually, I want to try one thing before we get off the stream here. One small thing. Fiddle with the case to get the case flush. Oh, just literally fiddle with it. Oh, man. I think we got it flush enough for right now. I think I'm going to pass on doing that. Let me see something, guys. 1 second. Jaywick. We're gonna just add a long pole switch here. See if we can alter the sound signature ever so slightly. Okay. Let's see. Maybe the long pole switches are the way to go. See, the thing is, I like the alphas. It was the spacebar not hitting 100%. I don't mind this still. I don't mind it. Again, I think the sound profile is pretty, it's pretty fun still, but it's definitely foamy. You're hitting 100%. I get what you mean though, David. It doesn't sound like what the aesthetic of the board. I wonder how a great sword sounds. I'm just wondering like if this spacebar is long pull, if that's why it's not hitting. I mean, like we just switched it to long pull. We can try one more switch if you guys would like really quickly too. Okay, let's try one more. What else have I got in my bag of goodies here? Let me see. What can I try for you guys? Here, we'll try an epsilon switch. I'll try an epsilon switch for you guys too. Sounds exactly like the Mode Obscura, which is not exactly surprising. Try a cream with a copper. Let's try a cream with the copper. I think I have actually one right here. Right, that's the silicone. That's a J-Wick. Here. Pretty positive this is one with a copper. Let me make sure. We'll open it up really quick. For a moment, I thought Alex was streaming shirtless. Does it kind of look like it? I think this is copper, but let me double check for you guys. Yep, this is copper. All right, let's see what the copper insert sounds like for a spacebar. Why don't you take a, let him cook shirtless? Huh? Ooh, kind of like this actually the most. It's subtle, it's very subtle, the difference. But I kind of like this the most. Yeah, I think this one here is the best one out of all of them. So a few things I would probably change for this build. Fix the weight, that whole weight evening out situation. If me and Diego are running into both problems with that, fiddling with it really shouldn't be an option. And then again, I would love to see an option without flex cuts. I know that's might be a large ask. And maybe that's not the designer's preference, but I do think that it would kind of, I don't know, man. I do think that it kind of opens the gates for more people to kind of enjoy a keyboard. It's actually not gatekeepy. I think it's the exact opposite. But preference at the end of the day, always. I do think this sounds way better with the long pole on the spacebar. Although I do like these alphas. These are kind of nice. Is it bad to not mind super cheap, crappy keyboards? Dude, there's no such thing as super cheap, crappy keyboards. If you enjoy something, even though it might be cheaper, if it's not cheap or crappy to you. Like, you're enjoying it, right? It's all a matter of perspective. Maybe something crappy would be something that just plain doesn't work. But if it works for you, then it's not super cheap or super crappy. It could be super cheap, I guess. But not in a bad way. I mean, a compact keyboard or Dell, if you like those, you go for it and like them. There's no gatekeeping, none. If that's what you enjoy and that's the one you're gonna love the most, then you do it. Question for Alex and Tim, would you rather use 1.6mm with flex or 1.2mm without? If I had to pick one, I would pick the one without flex cuts. So 1.2mm in without. I think I would have liked a fuller sound for such a thick looking board. Agree. I think a more aggressive sound profile would have kind of suited the design more. But not much we can really do. So I wish Poutine was an input device. Can you imagine? That'd be funny. All right though, guys. Let's go. Is Diego done his stream? Is he like fully done? Fuck it, we're raiding Diego. Thank you guys so much for coming here today. I appreciate you guys. I will be streaming on Friday. There's probably gonna be 2 boards being done. Maybe tomorrow. I'll let you guys know. Just stay in Discord and find out, I guess. Thanks for tuning in today. I appreciate you. I know today wasn't exactly the best of planned, but because this is kind of a last minute board. But yeah, thank you guys. No giveaway? Can't give away things every day. I don't got that much money to ship out things, man. Thanks for the topless stream. No worries, dude. Take care, guys. Love you guys. See you guys very, very soon. You guys are the best community. I swear to God. But yeah, we'll do some more stuff Friday and then stuff on Sunday. Easy peasy. Thanks, everybody. Love you guys. Bye-bye. And see you guys very, very, very soon.